Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, share that work. I might even try that for my thing.
Yeah, it says you're live. Hey, everybody. I'm trying to live this way. It's the opposite. That's weird. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Teresa. The brightness is because those windows are so big. They let in beautiful light, and I love it. So, y'all, I titled this Life Update, but I really ain't got a whole lot of life update to talk about. I have been um not in a crafting mood, so I haven't been really crafting. I got to get my mojo back because I just don't feel like it. But I want to. I just got to do one thing maybe and I can get my mojo back because sister be tired. You understand? But I did kind of add to this girl right here. I added a little bit to her so it wouldn't be so much hair showing, but I made her scarf higher. Can you see that? Listen, this is in reverse. I'm trying to see how I made it higher versus it was just this little band right here across her head. But I just made it higher to hide most of her hair. That's my husband's phone because his aide is coming in right now. So we're live, so things happen. And this, let me move this a little bit. This girl right here is something she's not done by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just trying to use up the fabric that I got. And I counted yesterday, I counted 19 pieces of fabric that I have that I need to use. So I need to make 19 divas, right? Anyway, this is um, purple and blue. Can you see that? And it's a big flower. Some of them I have big flowers on them. Some of them I have big circles on. And I want to use them all very creatively. However, like I said, I need to get my mojo back. And I'm still trying to do things. Let me wait for them to get past. Um, so that's really what I'm trying to focus on because I don't have my mojo. I need my mojo. Um, and I realize I've been MIA, but it's okay that I've been MIA. I still got my girls on here. And please excuse the background talking. They don't know that I'm live. They've never been here before. So I'm really not doing much today. We have prayer at the church today. So I'm probably not going to do anything. I need to do some, I need to do another mug, but I don't want to do it green. I want to do it um, a different color. The green is so dark and we are in springtime now. So I really would like to do something springy. Um, I did find my turners for my tumblers, my spinners, my tumbler spinners. I did find them, thank God, for the young man who helped me come and go through my closet because my closet is a wreck. I got so much stuff. And Rhonda be on my case talking about, girl, you can't get rid of stuff because you keep accumulating stuff. That's what Rhonda off the canvas said. Sometimes I like Rhonda on the canvas because she can't talk. You should see her face. She said, come here. Come here. They need to see your face. You should have seen her face just then. You can't recreate that.
Is she serious, y'all?
Yes.
On the canvas?
Yes.
Okay, where that?
I considered what she said about Rhonda off the canvas. No, Rhonda on the canvas. And give them different names, but it's still Rhonda on the canvas. I'm considering it. I'm not fully convinced yet. So we'll see because she been wrecking me. You understand what I'm saying? She been disturbing my soul. You see, this is the one that I'm doing. And I even asked her to help me with it. See, she want to be Rhonda on the canvas on all of them, but she won't help me. What kind of foolishness is that? Now I need her to make one of these on the head. You see this on her head? Ah!
I'm thinking about that. Girl, stop playing. Y'all look.
This
see
is
all
a
them
family
little-
channel, and she bit me,
See all them?
and she's eating.
Don't
so
they
she,
look alike?
She not hungry. I don't know why she did that.
Don't they look alike, y'all? So what that means?
No, it doesn't mean anything.
All them round on the canvas.
They're all.
They're my face.
They're not your face. See, we're not going to start this live lying.
What?
Okay, they're not your face.
Ask your followers. Do all
I'm
of them
not
faces
asking
look the
anybody
same?
anything. I don't care if they look the same, darling.
So that's common sense. If they all look
They're
the same,
not
and
you.
I'm-
They're not you. Now let me take a picture of you so it can be you.
Hey y'all.
But as it stands right now, that is not physically you.
Right,
It's a resemblance of you. We're not cutting. No, see, people don't want to hear the truth. They want to just go over it. But I'm telling you, yes, you have claimed, someone has claimed you as Rhonda on the canvas.
One of our followers.
Okay, and that would be Minda.
Minda.
All right.
That's my girl.
Minda has created a complete monster. This is a monster over here. Y'all don't understand. She has completely created a monster, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know what to do. Every time I do one of these here ladies, it's, you know that's me that's running on the camera.
Because it is. What part you don't get?
You know that's me that's running on the camera.
Yes.
Ugh.
Gotta go.
She don't even help me sell them. What is she doing?
Gotta go.
What? Listen, there has to be a collaboration over here.
She don't know.
You understand what I'm saying? There has to be a collaboration. And she don't want to collaborate. She wants the glory, but she won't help me tell my story. I don't understand. What is going on over here? But anywho, hello, everybody. I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm trying to come back. I just haven't been feeling well. I've been trying different things. You know, I'm trying to walk more. And the first couple of days when I tried to walk, it was cool. I didn't feel any, have any pain and stuff like that. But when I got up the next day, boy, I was stiff as a board. I was like, oh, snap. I don't know if I want to walk. But I do. Okay. I do. So I'm trying some new things. But I have to definitely pace myself, because when you have lupus or you have an autoimmune disease that affects your organs, affects your bones, it affects all kinds of things going on, you have to use caution. And although I'm excited about being able to walk a little more, I have to be extremely cautious,
You okay?
because
Yes, I'm okay.
I don't want
My throat.
I have to be extremely cautious, because I don't want any setbacks. I don't want anything to hinder me. Okay. So for those of you who know about lupus, then you understand the struggle. For those of you who don't know about lupus, the internet is full of information that can teach you about lupus. But I'm also battling a blood disorder. And this blood disorder is making me understand some of the things that I'm going through, including why my feet hurt so bad. My feet hurt 24/7. There's not a moment that my feet don't hurt. They hurt worse when I lay down. And at first, some of my doctors thought that I had diabetic neuropathy, and I do not. I do not have diabetic neuropathy. So that's been ruled out. But since I've been being tested about this blood disorder, or for this blood disorder, which is rare, the symptoms line up with this blood disorder. My feet hurting the way they do, the aneurysms that I've had, the being off balance and all that lines up with this blood disorder that I'm now being diagnosed with. Do I want another diagnosis? No, but I want to know what's going on with my body. And it also causes extreme exhaustion. And I've been exhausted, like completely. I still get up early in the morning and come sit at my desk, but I'm be so tired. I mean exhausted. And it's not necessarily from me trying to walk, although me trying to walk adds to it, but it's just a part of lupus and this blood disorder that I'm dealing with right now. So, is this new diagnosis scary? Of course it is. I got enough going on without having any new diagnosis, but it gives light to what's been happening because doctors have been taking multiple tests. They've been giving me MRIs. They've given me CAT scans. They've done all kind of things. Neurologists. What do you call it? The surgeon who did my brain surgery. They still couldn't understand what was going on with my feet and my back. But now, because of this current diagnosis with this blood disorder, it makes sense. And I do thank God for revealing, because in my case, it takes years for doctors to find out what's wrong with me. They usually tend to say that I'm making it up, or I want attention, or what do you call them? People that just be thinking they sick and they not. Hypochondriac, right? I've been through that. My husband has gone through that with me, where doctors have said, your test results are not showing anything. I'm looking at you and I see that there's something wrong with you, but your test results are not coming back to explain to us what's going on. Okay. Some doctors have just said, okay, you're stressed. That's why you're going through that. And stress does make lupus and autoimmune disease worse. Stress does do that. However, it's not stress. It's this blood disorder coupled with lupus, coupled with Sjogren's, coupled with fibromyalgia. All these riders come along with this autoimmune disease. Okay? So when you hear me say I'm exhausted, when you hear me say I don't have a mojo, I don't feel like doing anything, it's not because I don't want to. It's just that I don't feel like it. And I can't craft over this feeling, because if I do, I mess up my materials. I mess things up. I can't even do things correctly. And it has nothing to do with me being blind in my right eye. It has nothing to do with that, because y'all know that even though I've been blind in my right eye since August of last year, I've still been crafting and been cranking out some pretty things. So it doesn't really have anything to do with that. It just has to do with pure exhaustion and looking at my test results and researching these things on my own. I see the correlation. Okay. I see the things that have been going on that I previously have not had answers to. I see what's going on. And every time I get these tests, my tests are abnormal. They're positive. There's a bunch of stuff going on. That's enough to make you depressed, that every time you turn around, you got something going on. But God and my husband, if it wasn't for God and my husband, I probably would just give up on life. But I don't want to give up on life. My husband is a great example to me. He has cerebral palsy. He had a hip. He don't have a hip on one side. He had a knee replacement. He has palsy in his right hand. He got a whole bunch going on. His back is messed up. He had a hernia. He had surgery on last year. He's having complications from that right now. His blood sugar is jacked up. Goes up high, then it goes down low. All kind of stuff is going on with him. But he doesn't quit. He doesn't quit. So he is my inspiration for me not to quit. But I'm just exhausted, y'all. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm exhausted. Period. Thank God for Rhonda. She's here to help me. I try to be independent, but I'm trying to tell y'all, I depend on that lady for a lot of stuff. Because although people say, well, you don't look like there's anything wrong with you. Thank you. Thank you. But that doesn't negate the fact that things are going on up in this body. This body be 61 years old in May. And this body is fighting me tooth and nail. That's what lupus does. It fights against the body. If the body fights against itself. That's what lupus does. It's fighting. My own body is fighting me. Isn't that crazy? And then brought some friends to fight with him. You know, lupus is a bully. I just need you to know. Lupus is a bully. They done brought some friends. I told you fibromyalgia, Sjogren's. There's some other stuff I can't remember. Fibromyalgia, Sjogren's, neuropathy, this blood disorder that causes aneurysms. And I thank God I've had, how many aneurysms I had, hon? 4? 4. One went away on his own. Thank you, Jesus. One has a stent. I have a stent up here. And this one in my carotid artery was removed. This one, they had to actually crack my skull open and go in my head and do this. This one, they went through my artery and did it. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, there's another one that's too little to deal with. But one did disappear. But because of my history, the doctors are watching to make sure that there's no more aneurysms or the one is not growing. Okay. Why? Because my dad, as was told to me, died from an aneurysm. He bled out, just bled out. And because I'm his first child, they got to watch me. Okay. They got to watch me. I have sisters who we have the same mother and father. They have the same symptoms that I had that went undiagnosed for years. Every time they go to the doctor, they say, well, we don't see this, we don't see that. The catch is they have to, your A&A has to be out of whack for them to catch that you have an autoimmune disease. Okay. I don't know if you guys know about MGUS, but MGUS is a disorder, a blood. It lets you know that there's something going on in your blood. Something about light chains and free light chains and all this stuff. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what any of that means. But I do understand that it causes things to happen in your body. That if you don't catch it at the appropriate time, it's going to look like you are a hypochondriac. Doctors have blamed me for that for years. My husband's been riding with me. We've been together for 26 years, and he done seen everything. He done heard everything. And lupus was the culprit for many years. However, lupus done went and found a friend. Okay? You remember that game show they had where you had to phone a friend? You could phone a friend if you wanted to. That's what lupus did. They done phoned a friend and done brought a friend in. I didn't tell lupus to invite anybody else to the party. He had enough friends. So that's what's going on over here. I'm just exhausted. I'm very emotional. Even right now, I just feel like crying for saying that I'm exhausted. I don't apologize for how I feel. I don't apologize to anybody because I can't help it. I can't help it. Do I believe in God? I sure do. I believe that I have lived this long because of my faith in God. I do believe that. Because I could have been gone a long time ago. These aneurysms could have burst. I was trying to be unalive before I was even born. With a hanger. I was trying to be unalive. So from my conception to almost 61 years later, the enemy has been trying to destroy me. But I told God when I had this surgery, this last surgery, God, please don't take me away. I don't want to lose myself. If you allow me to live through this surgery, I don't want to lose myself. I still want to preach and teach the gospel. I still want to craft. And some people say I craft better now than I did before I even lost sight in my eye. Okay. So this is my life update. Okay. I'm even tired now. I'm leaning over like this because I'm tired. Forget the fact that I get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. That doesn't even have anything to do with the fact that I'm just exhausted. I feel like somebody gave me a few pills, sleeping pills, and I could just go in there and just lay down. I had a good night's sleep last night, and I want to shout out Rhonda because she flipped my mattress over yesterday. That lady's a beast. I'm trying to tell you. She about this tall, Thumbelina. Okay, and she went in there and flipped that mattress like it was 3-4 men in there. She just pulled that thing and ripped and flipped it over. That's what she did. And she, come here, Rhonda. Come here. I had the best night's sleep that I've had in a long time. My hip didn't hurt. I felt good when I woke up this morning.
Good for you.
So thank you.
Good for you. Yes. I'm glad you did.
I did. I really did. I ain't have no lumpy, bumpy crap going on over there. And I was about to spend money to get a new mattress. She said, why don't you flip it? I was like, I ain't flipping nothing. She said, I'll do it. I went in there and called myself the helper. She never about knocked me over because she's a beast. She just be doing stuff. She be doing, I be like, I look at her sometimes. I'm like, what's wrong with her? She just go to it and attack it and get it done. That's what she does. Okay.
That's what you do.
So she flipped that mattress, baby, and I want to tell you, I had one of the best night's sleep that I haven't had a good night's sleep in a long time.
That's good.
But baby, I slept like a baby. Last night I sure did. With her and the help of what's the name of that medicine?
Gabapentin.
Gabapentin and my little bull, Terry. My bull name is Terry. My husband bought me this little bull animal when I went in the hospital and I had surgery on my brain. When I woke up, he had little Terry there with me.
Thank you, Drew. I can make you Terry.
My husband does the voiceover for Terry, and it's so realistic. He cracks me up.
Me too.
Like we literally be talking to this bull. Can you get it? You getting it, Rhonda?
Like it's human.
We talk about this thing and talk to it as if it's human, but it helps. And it helped me when I was in the hospital, baby, because I was holding on to that bear. It's not a bear, it's a bull, but it's a stuffed animal. It's a stuffed animal. And now my husband has turned the stuffed animal against me. Terry talks to me very rudely now.
Yeah.
This is Terry. Terry came to me in August of last year. August the 2nd, the day of my surgery. And he's been around ever since. But since he's been hanging around Gerald, he's become rude. Okay? His mouth has become, just rude. Okay? But last night he was chilling with me in the bed, though. We was in there chilling. We was like, we were sleeping on the cloud last night. And here I am getting ready to push the button for errands and go ahead and pay $75 and then $53 a month for 24 months. And I was getting ready to push the button. They kept sending me links and talking about push the button. I was like, no. Rhonda was like, flip the mattress first. So she did give me good advice, and the good advice did help. I just want to tell her thank you publicly because, me and her fight all the time. We fight all the time. But this is Terry, y'all. Let me introduce y'all to Terry. Say hi, Terry.
How you doing, everybody?
I cannot. So, sometimes when I'm exhausted, Terry's exhausted with me. Look at him. Look at his eyes. He's still trying to sleep. Wake up!
No.
Woo! Any the who. Sometimes having a little friend helps. Okay?
You friend. Uh-oh.
You better calm down.
You.
That's what you better do. So
Who's there? You go.
I do talk to Terry, and Terry has a personality. This is the bull. My husband bought the bull because my birthday's in May, you know. He says I'm a bullheaded sometimes, which is true. So wake up, little Susie, because if I gotta wake up, you gotta be awake. That sounds like something Rhonda says. She says stuff like that. If I'm up, you gotta be up. Who told her that?
My mother.
Well, Glow did wrong to you when she said that.
My mother.
She did wrong.
She said, that's all. Okay. Well,
Anywho, y'all, so this is what we doing right now. This is my life update. And when I start crafting again, I will come back and let you guys know. I'm just tired. I'm just exhausted. That is all. So I'm still walking a little bit. I haven't reached my goal yet. I'm not even trying to reach my goal yet because I'm too tired. So today I think I might ride in my wheelchair because I'm just tired. I don't have anything to prove to anybody. I'm trying to prove it to me. I'm trying to prove stuff to myself. Nobody has asked me to try and walk or anything. Well, of course, my doctors always tell me you should walk more. Well, you don't know how it feels when you have serious neuropathy in your feet and you're trying to walk. It felt like you're walking on cobblestone. It's very painful. People just tell you anything because they're not living that life. I would like for my doctors at one point to try to, let's trade. Let you see how it really feels. Y'all diagnose things and y'all prescribe medications, but you really don't know how your patient is feeling. So it's easy to say, walk. But until you have walked a mile in my shoes, say it with love. Okay? Say it with love. And now allow me to walk at my own pace. Okay? So this is the update, y'all. I got to go because my husband's cooking and I need to eat.
All right.
He said it's all ready and the sister's hungry and Terry's hungry too. But Terry's going to get some grass. So I'm going to go outside. When I go to the church today, I'm going to pick up some of that lustrous green grass and bring it back for Terry to eat it. Yes, I will. Remember Gerald bought Terry some grass when we was at the hospital? He went right up there and picked some grass and brought it up there. And Terry ate it.
Right here. Here, man.
All right, we got to go right now because I'm hungry. I'm tired, but I'm hungry. All right, y'all. Keep it real. Deuces.
And cut. Worldwide, live with Terry.